Good morning, students. Let's solve today's problem. June 1st, started business with cash rupees 80,000. Second, purchased goods from Vinod rupees 30,000. Third, returned goods worth rupees 2,000 as they were defective. 5th June, sold goods to Pratap rupees 20,000. 7th June, outstanding wages rupees 3,000. 10th June, out of the rent paid this year, rupees 5,000 were related to next year. 12th, provide 10% depreciation on furniture costing rupees 50,000. 15th June, provide 10% interest on capital. 17th June, paid to Vinod rupees 27,500 in full settlement. 20th June, received from Pratap the amount due. 22nd, goods worth rupees 2,500 distributed as free samples. 25th June, paid rupees 2,000 as carriage on behalf of the customer Amit. Okay, so let's solve this problem now. Let's pass the journal entries. June 1st, started business with cash rupees 80,000. Two accounts are involved, cash account and capital account. Cash is coming into the business, so cash, the asset, increases and capital also increases. So cash account will be debited and capital account will be credited. So entry will be cash account debit, to capital account. Amount is 80,000 and the narration is being the business started. Okay, so this will be the regular entry of starting business. This is the first entry. Now June 2nd, purchase goods from Vinod rupees 30,000. We can see how the entry will be passed here. June 2nd, purchase goods from Vinod rupees 30,000. So two accounts will be involved in this entry, that is purchases account and Vinod's account. Okay, purchases account and Vinod's account. When we purchase goods, our expenses will increase. Purchases are our expenses, they increases, so according to rule purchases account will be debited. And Vinod is our supplier, so as we are purchasing goods on credit from Vinod, our liability increases. This is our liability, it also increases. So liability, if there is increase in liability, account should be credited. So these two accounts will be debited and credited in this entry. This is a credit transaction as party's name is given in the problem, and for cash words are not here. Okay, this is the credit transaction. Let's solve all the entries one by one and then we will pass journal entries. June 3rd, returned goods worth rupees 2,000 as they were defective. Two accounts were involved here, Vinod's account and purchase return account. Okay, as we are giving back the goods because they were defective to Vinod, our liability will decrease. Okay, so it should be debited. And purchase return account, as we are returning back the goods to Vinod, our expenses will reduce, so purchase return account will be credited. Okay, now the fifth transaction, that is 5th June, Sold goods to Pratap rupees 20,000. See again, this entry is also a credit transaction because Pratap, party's name is given. Entry is of sale and for cash words are not in the sentence. So this is a credit transaction. We have sold goods to Pratap on credit. So two accounts will be involved here in this entry. That is Pratap's account and sales account. So Pratap's account and sales account. These are two accounts involved. As we are selling goods on credit to Pratap, Pratap is our customer, that is our debtor, and it is our asset. Our asset increases, so it should be debited. And sales is our income. Our income also increases, so it should be credited. Now 7th June, outstanding wages rupees 3,000. So here they told us that rupees 3,000 wages are still payable. Two accounts are involved here, wages account and outstanding wages account. Wages are our expenses and outstanding wages, as the amount is payable, it is our liability. Okay. Now here wages account will be debited because after paying these expenses our expenses will increase, so this account will be debited. And as this amount is payable yet outstanding wages, that is liability, is also increasing, so the outstanding wages account will be credited. Now 10th June, out of the rent paid this year rupees 5,000 were related to next year. It means we have paid the rent in advance. We have paid the amount of rent, but service is yet to be receivable. So two accounts are involved here. When we pay something in advance, it is said to be prepaid. So first account will be prepaid rent account and second account will be rent account. Prepaid rent is our asset and rent is our expense. Okay. As we are paying rent in advance and service is receivable, our asset is increasing, so prepaid rent account will be debited. Asset increase होती आहे, याचं कारण रेंट आपण ॲडव्हान्समध्ये दिलेला आहे आणि सर्व्हिस आपल्याला अजून मिळालेली नाही. सर्व्हिस इज स्टील रिसिवेबल. एनिथिंग रिसिवेबल विल बी अवर ॲसेट. सो प्रीपेड expense is our asset. So prepaid rent is our asset. It increases, so debited. And rent, our expenses. As we have paid the rent already, our this year's expenses we have to reduce this rent, so our expenses decreases, so rent account will be credited. Now 12th June, provide 10% depreciation on furniture costing rupees 50,000. Here furniture's cost is given rupees 50,000. ही फर्निचरची प्राइस दिलेली आहे, किंमत दिलेली आहे 50,000, and they told us to provide 10% depreciation. 10% of 50,000 will be rupees 5,000. So depreciation is rupees 5,000. So two accounts will be involved here, depreciation account and furniture account. Depreciation, our expense or loss, it increases, so debited. Furniture, our asset, it decreases after deducting depreciation, so it should be credited. 15th June, provide 10% interest on capital. Two accounts are involved here, interest on capital account and capital account. Okay. Interest on capital is expense of the business, as we are paying interest to the owner. ओनरनी आपल्याला कॅपिटल दिलेलं आहे, ओनरकडून ते आपण ॲज गुड ॲज लोन घेतलेलं आहे बिझनेसनी, सो वी आर पेइंग इंटरेस्ट ऑन दॅट लोन टू द ओनर. सो इंटरेस्ट ऑन कॅपिटल इज अवर एक्सपेन्स अँड कॅपिटल इज कॅपिटल. By paying interest on capital, our expenses increases, so interest on capital account will be debited. We are following modern approach today. So when there is increase in expenses, it should be debited. And capital, after paying interest to owner, we will add this interest in his capital, so capital increases, so it should be credited. ओनरला जो इंटरेस्ट द्यायचा असतो कॅपिटलवर तो त्याला रोख पैशात दिला जात नाही, तर तो त्याच्या कॅपिटलमध्ये ॲड केला जातो. ओके, सो कॅपिटल इन्क्रीजेस. नाव नेक्स्ट एंट्री 17th June. पेड टू विनोद ₹27,500 इन फुल सेटलमेंट. बघा, आपण विनोदकडून गुड्स परचेस केलेले आहेत ऑन 2nd June कॉस्टिंग ₹30,000. फ्रॉम दॅट गुड्स ऑन 3rd June वी हॅव रिटर्न्ड गुड्स वर्थ ₹2,000 ॲज दे वेर डिफेक्टिव्ह. म्हणजे आपले विनोदला ₹28,000 पेएबल आहेत. आउट ऑफ दॅट 28,000 वी हॅव पेड ₹27,500 इन फुल सेटलमेंट. इट मीन्स वी हॅव रिसीव्ड ₹500 डिस्काउंट. ओके, as we are paying amount to Vinod, one account will be Vinod's account. Okay, now the next account will be discount account, and one more account will be there. As we are paying amount, it will be cash account. Okay, Vinod is our supplier, that is our creditor, that is our liability. Discount is our gain, because instead of paying ₹28,000 we are paying 27,500. म्हणजे हा ₹500 डिस्काउंट आपला गेन आहे, फायदा आहे, आणि कॅश ही आपली ॲसेट आहे. ओके, when we pay Vinod his payment, our liability will decrease, and decrease in liability will be debited. Our income will increase, so when there is increase in income, it should be debited. Okay, and it should be credited. And cash, as we are paying cash, our cash asset decreases, so cash account will be credited. Okay, so entry will be Vinod's account debit. It will be debited by ₹28,000 to cash account, to discount account. Cash is our gain. When there is gain and it increases, it should be credited. Okay, slip of tongue here. Then next transaction, 20th June, received from Pratap the amount due. We have received the due amount from Pratap. It means we are receiving cash. So cash and Pratap, these two accounts are involved here. Cash is our asset, and Pratap, as we are receiving from Pratap the amount. See, in 5th transaction, Pratap was our customer, that is our asset. We are receiving cash, so cash increases, so debited. Customer's account, that is debtors, decreases, so it is credited. Okay, now 22nd June, I am calculating here. 22nd June, goods worth ₹2,500 were distributed as free samples. फ्री सॅम्पल्स म्हणून ₹2,500 गुड्स डिस्ट्रीब्यूट केलेले आहेत. हे ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंटसाठी केलं जातं. सो वन अकाउंट विल बी ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट अकाउंट, ऑर यू कॅन से ॲडव्हर्टाइजमेंट एक्सपेन्सेस अकाउंट, अँड सेकंड अकाउंट विल बी पर्चेसेस अकाउंट, बिकॉज purchased goods or stock of goods will decrease. Advertisement account, as expenses it will be debited, and purchases account will be credited. And now the last transaction here on 25th, paid ₹2,000 on carriage on behalf of the customer Amit. See, when we pay certain expenses on behalf of another person, generally on behalf of customer, such expenses are to be recovered from the buyer. So in this entry, buyer's account will be debited and cash account will be credited. So the buyer's name is given here, Amit. Amit's account will be debited, and as cash decreases, cash account will be credited. Understood? अशा प्रकारे आपण प्रत्येक जर्नल एंट्रीचा रफमध्ये विचार करून ठेवू शकतो, आणि त्यानंतर आपण जर्नल एंट्रीज पास करू शकतो. डिरेक्टली जर्नल एंट्रीजसुद्धा आपल्याला पास करता आल्या पाहिजेत आता आफ्टर दिस प्रॅक्टिस, बट स्टील वी आर डूइंग सम वर्किंग बिफोर पासिंग द जर्नल एंट्रीज. नाउ लेट्स पास द जर्नल एंट्रीज वन बाय वन. On 2nd June, the entry will be purchase goods from Vinod. Entry will be purchases account debit to Vinod's account. So being the goods purchased and the amount is rupees 30,000. Now the next entry, return goods worth rupees 2,000 as they were defective. So the entry will be Vinod's account debit to purchase return account. So Vinod's account debit 2,000 to purchases account 2,000. Narration, goods returned, being the goods returned as they were defective. Now 5th June. 5th June, sold goods to Pratap rupees 20,000. So Pratap's account will be debited and sales account will be credited. So entry will be Pratap's account debit to sales account, and the narration, being the goods sold and the amount is rupees 20,000. Now the seventh entry. Seventh entry will be outstanding wages rupees 3,000. So wages account will be debited. Wages account debit 3,000 to outstanding wages account 3,000. Wages means payment made to the workers working in the factory. So wages account debit 3,000 to outstanding wages account 3,000. Being the wages are outstanding. This is the narration. Now the 10th, June 10th, the entry is of rent paid in advance, which is known as prepaid rent. So the entry will be prepaid rent account debit amount is rupees 5,000 to rent account 5,000, rent paid in advance, or you can say rent prepaid. Okay. Now 12th June. Provide 10% depreciation on furniture. We have already calculated depreciation, that is rupees 5,000. So the entry will be depreciation account debit to furniture account. Amount is 5,000. Narration, being the depreciation charged. Okay. So now we will pass next entry. That is June 15th. We pass here. June 15th. Okay. Provide 10% interest on capital. So the entry will be interest on capital account debit to capital account. Being the interest on capital charged, and the amount is 10% interest on capital. See, the capital on 1st June is 80,000 and 10% of 80,000 will be 8,000. So 8,000. The amount of the entry will be 8,000. Okay. Now 17th June, paid to Vinod rupees 27,500 in full settlement. So Vinod's account will be debited and discount and cash account will be credited. Vinod's account debit. It will be debited by rupees 28,000 because we are settling his account by rupees 28,000 to cash account. We are paying cash rupees 27,500 and so we have earned discount of rupees 500. So narration will be paid amount to Vinod at discount or and discount earned. You can say and discount earned or discount received. Okay. Now the next transaction, 20th. Received from Pratap the amount due. We are receiving cash from Pratap. So cash account will be debited. Pratap's account will be credited. And even though the amount is not given in this transaction, on 5th June, we have sold goods to Pratap costing rupees 20,000. So now we are receiving the due amount from him, means we are receiving rupees 20,000. Okay. Now the next entry, 22nd June. Goods worth rupees 2,500 distributed as free samples. These expenses are made for advertisement of our goods. So advertisement account will be debited. Or you can say advertisement expenses account debit to purchases account. Our purchases means purchase goods amount will decrease. So the amount is 2,500 as we have distributed goods worth rupees 2,500 as free samples. Goods distributed as free samples. This will be the narration. Now 25th June, this is the last entry of this problem. Paid rupees 2,000 as carriage on behalf of Amit. As I have told you, as we are paying the amount on behalf of Amit, Amit's account is debited because these expenses are to be recovered from Amit, that is the customer, afterwards. So Amit's account will be debited and cash account will be credited. Amit's account debit 2,000 to cash account 2,000. Narration: carriage paid on behalf of Amit. Okay, this will be the entry. At last तुम्हाला टोटल करायचे, जी टोटल तुम्ही करायचे आणि या ठिकाणी लिहायची आहे. डेबिट कॉलममधली टोटल सगळ्या एंट्रीजची इथे लिहायचे. क्रेडिट कॉलममधल्या अमाऊंटची टोटल इथे लिहायचे आणि इट विल बी सेम. ओके, सो दॅट्स ऑल फॉर टुडे.